Hello and welcome to my channel, I Win to Lose Gaming. I have saved fragile resin for 7 months to reach 100 fragile resin and 9 sanctifying elixirs as well. With a total of 10,000 resin spent on artifacts for Varesa and the new cryo set, can we get some awesome new artifacts, or does Genshin Impact's artifact system frankly need a complete overhaul? Find out by, I guess, watching this video. I'm so tired of these artifacts. Just like how we're all sick and tired of gacha games where you can't get the characters that you want. Well, not in today's sponsor, Etheria Restart. With its guaranteed SSR gacha system, you're sure to get the waifus and husbandas you actually want. And it'll shower you with all these characters for you to customize and to build your perfect team. Whether it's for PvE or PvP, you'll have the chance to dominate all of it. Reborn to fight through an epic story with epic bosses to earn epic rewards as you sling giant fiery phoenixes and hack through their defenses to power up your team. And don't worry, it's not just a waifu collector simulator, because it's actually got high quality men too. And finally, we have an anime strategy RPG with the meatballs to deliver high quality PvP. Etheria Restart has an RTA PvP system, or real-time action PvP, where you form your team based on your opponents and make decisions live to have an epic duel for who has the biggest meatballs and the best build characters. Etheria Restart pushes your turn-based knowledge and expertise to its limits with so many combinations and tactical gameplay to conquer both PvE and PvP. With so many characters and all of them having multiple abilities and varying stats, it'll be up to you to find those insane broken strategies. So what are you waiting for? Smash that link down below to pre-register for Etheria Restart, coming to Steam, iOS, and Android. Huge thanks to Etheria Restart for sponsoring today's video. Let's take a look at our starting point for this video. We are trying to farm for 2 characters. The first one is Varesa, and the second one is for Chlorant. So we are starting Varesa off on the Obsidian Codex, and hopefully by the end of this we will farm a set of the the Long Night's Oath that is roughly comparable, or at the very least better for Varesa's solo damage than the Obsidian Codex is. Now, why am I farming for Varesa as well as Chlorant? Well, we're probably going to do a DPS showdown between Constellation 0 Varesa, Constellation 0 Chlorant, and no joke, Constellation 6 Cyno. I hope Cyno takes the cake with this one, but we're going to have to see when the time comes, and hopefully we can actually get some decent artifacts for Varesa, because if not, then maybe that video will have to be a bit delayed until hopefully the RNGesus gods bless us. I have farmed a little bit of the new artifacts already because, you know, we're quite a few days into the patch, and unfortunately, it's not looking so good for our starting point. We've got only one piece that is remotely usable for her, being this one. And yeah, I will be enhancing these as well as we go through. So I've already spent about 4,000 resin on this dungeon, and it is not good. Although actually, this one's okay, I guess, but that's really the only okay one. This one too is fine. You know, my standards are pretty high when it comes to artifacts. So we've got 98. Hang on. That's not good for the thumbnail. We gotta fix that. Kids, don't do this at home unless, of course, you know what you're doing, and you know, maybe your battle pass is about to expire, but we are doing it for content. 100 fragile resin, so this gives us 6,000 resin to burn through in order to upgrade Varesa and Chlorant. And one last resource that we might end up using, unfortunately, could be our artifact transmuter. I've got 9 of these bad boys saved up for a potential electro goblet for Varesa. I would like to actually save it for perhaps a cryo goblet for, you know, who might be coming up in the near future. However, we might end up getting desperate and using it on Varesa for this. So can all this resin even get us something decent? And well, let's go ahead and start farming. I'm not going to bore you guys with every single run, but I will show you at the very least the strategy that I've cooked up so far. And honestly, I'm not sure if you know, going out and using the the condensed resin is even worth it. Oh, oops. Okay, my build is incorrect here. I'm gonna have to fix that real quick. But yes, it is because I need to put Kokomi on this real quick in order to give that tiny bump in damage to my Milani to one-shot it like that. And there we go. Just like that. We're going to be doing this so many times, you know, thanks to my whale account and stuff like that. So we're going to go through the first few runs live so you guys can see what's going on. And oh, my defense. This is not a good start. It's going to be the loading screens like this screen and that screen and then this retry screen. Can we get something good, or will my hopes and dreams be absolutely crushed? I have a feeling it's going to be the latter, given the artifact system in Genshin Impact. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see soon enough. And bam, we're also going to be refreshing all of my primos. Potential a gambling addiction to artifact rolls and Genshin Impact artifacts. Okay, I realized that my microphone was toggled off because I had turned it off while doing all those runs because I am an idiot. But what happened was I used our first 20 fragile resin after going through our daily refreshes. So truly, we are starting to dip into the reserves, and trust me guys, it takes a long time to save up 100 of these bad boys. And here we go. You can even see here my resin, and I even did a run before I realized my microphone was off. So big brain moment there, but we can see here that indeed our resin is at 1,184 out of 200. Now, generally speaking, that isn't as efficient because now we are no longer generating resin, but you know, that number does look pretty satisfying in terms of a big resin amount. And also what's kind of fun is, I guess I should have mentioned this earlier, but Arlecchino is a great support character for Milani because she actually saves time because she applies pyro while also moving forward very, very quickly, which is exactly what we need for this current setup. And oh boy, yep, I completely flubbed that up. Sometimes I accidentally attack it before Milani's, you know, thing tags it because, yeah, after doing so many of these runs, one after the other, endless, well, yeah. One could say these runs are insane. We have reached my favorite part of artifact farming. No space left in artifact inventory. Please free up some space and try again. So you know what that means? Our first session of enhancements as well as strong boxing. Let's take a look at our spoils of murdering a ton of those cute gopher otter creatures right here with the hey, check that out. We got one double crit flower, which will probably roll like, you know, as the French say, poo. So let's go ahead and start. Here we go. Attack percent. All right. What a good start, actually. I'm not going to complain about that. So let's actually take this one all the way up. All the way up. We are here for big gains, unlike the stock market today. So let's take a look. Big gains, no whammy. Let's do it. Here we go. Beautiful. All straight down the middle. Unfortunately, that is definitely not an upgrade. Ice feather. And a double crit. Whatchamacallit? One of these feathers for Varesa. And unfortunately, these flat stats did not turn out well. So we're just going to go ahead and roll this up to 8. And defense percent. We're going to leave that at level 8 because, yeah, there's no reason to keep going on that one. And unfortunately, Varesa is a character, especially at Constellation 0, who does want a 4 useful stats: crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, and energy recharge. So it is a bit rough to get, you know, such a perfect artifact in. Oh man, I mean attack percent's, you know, not like useless, but I don't want it to only roll into attack percent. Oh man, here I am yapping about Zenless Zone Zero and the game is screwing me with these artifact rolls. This is always my least favorite part of Genshin Impact, is trying to get decent artifacts for, you know, content, because you can just be completely, you know, SOL, and yeah, then everything is just completely brick, and you are just a very sad person. So oh, it's always the last roll. I'm already a little tilted and we've just gotten started. I actually have to bounce and get a haircut really quick. So I'm going to look like a whole different person from the beginning and the end of this video. But we did get an attack percent timepiece for the cryo set, which is okay. We got 2 of them for the cryo set. We will enhance the cryo set hopefully later. Oh, wrong set. Ah, so close. So close. What the heck? Oh my gosh, no. No, I was happy for a sec, but then I was like, hold on. That's not the Long Night's Oath. I was about to say, you know, some I'm at a loss for words. Well, a very disappointing first batch of artifacts, but let's see if we can get any salvation for Chlorond with this set. All right, bam, first batch of sacrifices. And there we go. That's pretty much all we have. And let's go ahead and take a look at our fragment of harmonic whimsy. Crit damage, no. Okay, everything else is, well, we got this crit rate one. We may as well bring it up to level 4. And bam, defense percent. You love to see it. No, you don't. Elemental Mastery, if you get double crit on it, you know, they're decent off pieces. And okay, we got a double crit feather. We already have a pretty decent feather, so this one's going to have to roll like godlike in order to replace that, but hopefully I don't run out of resources before ending this video. I don't think I will. Oh my god, but no, why did I do that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, well, there it is. That's part 1 of enhancing. Very disappointing, but oh my god, that guy just snuck up on me. But we're going to see if we have a shot with, well, another whole bunch of runs coming right up. All right, just got back from getting my haircut, and here we go. I guess the next part of the saga of artifact farming. So we're gonna go ahead and use 20 more, marking our 40% point in spending fragile resin, I guess. And let's go ahead and we're just gonna grind through these runs. I think I look better with longer hair, but my wife insists that I get my hair cut, so you know, happy wife, happy life, as they say. So here we go. Got the haircut. Let me know what you guys think, whether you prefer it longer or shorter. Anyway, with that, I'm out of here and back to the grind. We are back to our favorite message of the day. No space left in artifact inventory. As, yes, there we go. We've got another double crit. We need to see double crit. Other set. Oh my gosh, another double crit. Okay, this one has potential. Come on. Come on. Double crit. Crit rate. Oh, HP percent. Oh my goodness. Let's go on to the feathers. Guys, this is not looking good. Man, I am burning through months worth of farming. I'll do the math at some point to see, you know, how many days of regular resin this is all worth, because this is not looking good. This is not looking good. So we have a timepiece with 1 crit. Oh my gosh, fellas. What is this double crit physical damage? No! For healing bonus circlets, I actually do like bringing them up to see if they're double crit, because I don't have a single good double crit healing bonus circlet after all this time, which is kind of insane. We're just going to bring this all the way up to 20. Because I can't deal with the suspense. I can't deal with, you know, just going up +4 levels every single time. So just all the way up to +20. Let's do it. Big money, no whammy. Oh my. Oh, this is so bad. Months of saving. Get this out of here. HP defense. I have no words. Oh, this system is so bad. This system is so bad. Okay, anyway. There we go. Nope. Okay, HP percent with double crit. I don't think there's a single character that's going to use this, but what the heck. We'll bring it up to 8 and be disappointed like always. Oh, we did get 2 double crit feathers. So let's go ahead and we'll bring this up to, yeah, just 8 is fine because it's going to go into defense percent. Oh, crit rate. All right. Give this a chance. HP percent. There we go. We can say bye-bye to that feather and potentially get... Oh, man. Whatever. Let's bring this up to 8 or so. Flat HP. Flat defense. Back to the slog and back to farming. See you guys in a bit. All right. Part 3 of 1,200 resin flushed down the toilet. All right. Yet again, we are greeted by this message. Okay, after so many resources, we could end up with a very subpar Varesa, which is going to be insane in all honesty. And yeah, I feel like this is definitely like kind of on the side of like an outlier in terms of how bad these artifacts are, but probably not. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys have been farming for absolute ages. Let us know down in the comments below if you have been farming for whatever set and how disappointing it has been, or if you've had a great experience, because I don't know, I think very few people will tell you it's been a great experience, because I certainly cannot tell you that it's been a great experience. I mean, look at this. Not a single double crit feather. Well, okay, we got all these, but they were all, I mean, they're all pretty copium. Which means that we probably don't have a usable Varesa, at least for DPS Showdown standards, right? Like, obviously she's usable. She can even 9-star Biz 12 with pretty bad artifacts, but that's kind of besides the point. So, anyway, we're gonna enhance this off piece because, just to clear out inventory space because I never have any inventory space. So there we go. That is useless. Hey, with 1 crit, can we get the second? Yo, double crit cryo onset goblet. We will revisit these goblets at the end of the video to enhance them all up. So we got another crit damage circlet and it comes out with nothing, just like my report card was when I was a kid. So there we go. Here we are, and I'll go for the double EM, I guess. All right, we got a double crit this thing. Let's just bring it up again. Any upgrades for Claranda at least? Attack percent. We're going to go ahead. Hey, we got a double crit attack percent timepiece. Let's go. And come on. Give me something good. All right. That's usable. 35% crit value. It's an okay artifact. And another double crit feather. So we'll bring this up to 8 because, yeah, okay, never mind. And yet another disappointing set, except for that cryo damage goblet, which is not relevant yet, but it could be relevant in the future. Another 1,200 resin set on fire. Goodbye, hopes and dreams. We are back with no space left in artifact inventory. Let's go. Attack percent timepiece. Let's go. Double crit. Come on. Defense percent. Double crit HP percent timepiece. This is exactly what we needed. Flat attack. Attack percent. About just as useful. Yo! We finally got a double crit feather! It has 1 kind of dead stat. Flat attack. Straight 220. Come on. Come on. 50 crit value piece right here. Okay. Flat attack it is. Oh my gosh. I mean, it almost has 30 crit value. Yes! Let me make sure the one I'm sacrificing isn't good. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, get out of here. Come on. Oh my god. Oh, my eyes. And we're just going to do this a little bit earlier. But... 20 fragile resin, part 5. The final stretch of 1,200 resin. See you guys in a bit. Here we are, everyone. We are now at 0 fragile resin. I've spent all 100 that I've saved and spent a lot of money on. All for what? We're about to find out. Build, and it is not looking good already with the flowers being so low. So low. Oh no. The worse it gets. And oh my goodness. Makes that my brain is just fried from doing this for hours. Hours. Oh man, dude. Oh hey, we got a double crit one, and we're just gonna go all the way up to 20 because why not, right? Like at this point, yeah. No, not a single double crit attack percent. Time base after all of this pain. Oh no. We got one for the cryo set. We have 3 for the cryo set. 0 for this set. What is going on? Oh man. Okay. EM off piece. Maybe I've been sabotaging myself by getting rid of 2, but oh well, whatever. At this point, I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore. I have lost all hope in my artifact farming. I'm just gonna do it. What in the... Oh! This is terrible. Alright. Why am I bothering with this? Oh, yeah, fine. Just waste my resources. Let's go. Go into crits until 16, and then at 20, you're going to roll into flat attack. Okay, whatever. You did it a little bit earlier. Thank you for sparing me from... I'm not even sure why I'm bothering with those. There's really no point. There's really no point. It's either crit or nothing. Right off the bat, let's go ahead and finish this one off. So this one's already pretty decent, but if we even get another crit roll, recharge. Let's just do it. We'll go up to 20. All right, attack percent. I mean, it's not horrid, but let's go. Can we get one like really good piece? Like just one, just one. No, unless it's a defense scaler. Oh, I've had about enough of this. Not even money can save you from this torment and torture. Well, one flat defense. This one looks very similar to the last one I just made. I just want one good piece. Come on. What? Okay, now I'm just throwing resources, you know, into the toilet, so... Man, that's a lot of attack percent. What are we at? Oh my goodness. What? Are any of them going to roll reasonably? Starting with this electro damage goblet. Oh man, those are pretty low crit rolls. This one actually matters. Okay. All right. Right here. 35% or more crit value. Come on. Okay. If this one rolls good, I can forgive the hundreds of dollars I've spent on all that resin. I will accept it. Okay, I'm still not like thrilled about what happened, but I can accept it. Okay, I can't even look. Tell me, how did it go? How did it go? Okay. Oh, straight down the middle. I mean, it's usable. Yep, we're gonna have to do it. It's sanctifying elixir time. Oh boy. Oh boy. I am not looking forward to this. This is really nerve-wracking because you save for so long to get this. And I even farmed a bunch of the overworld to get some of these just for this video. So here we go. Moment of truth. Electro damage goblet for the long night's oath. We're gonna craft one, enhance it, and if it rolls absolutely horrifically, we will craft another one. Huh. It even has that little label there. That's nifty. Saved up all these sanctifying elixirs that you just get one per patch. Here we go. Oh, 2 with the battle pass, and you know, maybe 3 or so depending on the... Oh, you guys get the point. Anyway. Oh man. I can't look. I won't look. Alright. Okay. Oh, I can't craft another one? You'd only craft one per cycle? Hold up, hold up. No way. What is that? What is that? I can't craft a second one. I'm stuck with this one. Oh, I thought I had some hope left. But no. Both of those rolls rolled into some garbage. Holy cow. Holy cow. I'm so sorry, Varesa. Oh my goodness. Okay. What is this? Oh, 140. Almost 220, but not quite. We've got one last thing to do before we wrap up this video. And that is to sacrifice all of this garbage. See, it's important to maintain a positive mindset because otherwise this happens to you. Let's finish this off, finish this video off. I've had enough of this. And I've spent so many resources too. And I'm gonna have to go back to the ley lines. Here we go. Alright, attack percent and crit damage. And that's it. So this is what we ended up with after saving 7 months of resources to farm for artifacts. A very mediocre build on Varesa, where we have this flower, we have this feather, and I did farm a little bit more after. So this is the next day and I did farm a little bit, but this is where we left off in the video. I'm using an off-piece attack percent Sans with some energy recharge because at Constellation 0 she does want some energy recharge. This one is the Sanctifying Elixir Goblet where both of the additional rolls rolled into flat attack. My goodness. And finally we have this circlet, which is okay, I guess. Kind of rolled down the center with a couple rolls into crit damage. So a very disappointing artifact farming session, especially for Varesa, who unfortunately, well, you know, I need to farm a decent set for. Now the next character is the Cryo set, which I don't think I showed the final result, but we have this reasonable flower with I guess a reasonable feather as well. We got a couple additional ones. This one, if the character does scale off of attack percent, could be a decent alternative choice. And in terms of the other flowers we got this one, which is okay, and then we got this one with a ton of defense percent. If the character is a defense percent scaler, I guess this one's pretty good, but otherwise I don't know about that. And another one that rolled pretty heavily into defense percent, and finally another one that rolled into defense percent. What the heck is this? Okay, anyway, then we have this attack percent timepiece. Both of these are actually pretty copium. I guess you would kind of choose whichever one, you know, helps balance your crit ratio a little bit more. Finally, we did get this crowd damage goblet, which rolled straight down the middle. And this is okay, I guess. 20, oh man, it only ended up being like 27-ish% crit value, which is just, you know, honestly not that great. We do have this, you know, attack percent goblet as well as a couple off-piece sets. This physical damage one's pretty good, actually, but unfortunately, physical is just not in the best state. It's animo damage. It doesn't even look like it's a level 20 goblet based on the stats, but I guess it is. And finally, for the circlet, I'm using an off-piece circlet for this one. And because none of the circlets are rolled reasonable at all, I guess, yeah, this one mostly into flat HP. So a very big, you know, meh for the cryo set, but it is a bit better than what I got for the electro set, or sorry, for the plunge set. And finally, we have Claron, who literally, I did not swap out a single artifact for her. So that is very disappointing. A very disappointing farming result after saving resources for literally 7 months. No upgrade for Claron and barely usable, especially for a DPS showdown. This is not usable. This is really bad. Now for like a casual player, this is totally fine. This is totally fine. That's not the point of the DPS showdown. But for me personally, this is an absolutely devastating farming session where we came out of this 100 fragile resin poor with almost nothing to show for it. In fact, I think my Varesa will still be stronger with her old Obsidian Codex set, which is not a decent representation of her power in, you know, at least the DPS showdown context. So I'm pretty disappointed by this. We'll see if I even manage to farm the artifacts to make that video. If not, well, it is what it is, and I tried. So, personally, I think the Genshin Impact artifact system, and I felt this way for a long time, but it definitely could use some improvement, whether it is ways to mitigate RNG or just ways to get more artifacts. Like, for example, in Zenless Zone Zero, you literally get roughly 240 stamina of free drives just every single week that you play the game, at least up until I think some of the limited rewards run out. But even then, you still get a bunch of free ones every single week. There's double drive events all the time, and you get the little pieces to craft them, which makes that experience way better. And at this point in Genshin Impact's life cycle, this game could really use something like that. So let me know what you guys think, if you're jealous of my awesome artifacts, or if you feel like the system could use some work, because yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. This is I Want to Lose, signing out.